Hey, what's up? I'm Ice-T, and I'm right on time with Summertime. Act like you know.
Thank you so much. And a cooperative assignment time, everyone. Today, I'm here with the legendary Mr. Ice-T. How you doing today?
I'm having a great time. This was fun. You know, hip hop, today has been a big day for me in hip hop. I started off by watching the break dances in the Olympics. I was so proud, that, something that started with the culture that I was part of, helping grow, made it to the Olympics. And, people say this or that about it, but they don't really understand hip hop growth.
Yeah.
And when you see Flavor Flav and you see Snoop Dogg at the Olympics, this is something that they would never have let hip hop be anywhere near it. And now we're part of that whole thing. So that was a beautiful day. And then to come here, I came with my brother Tretch to see him perform. I got to see Rakim, who I went on my first tour with. And then I got to see MC Lyte and KRS-One. So it was fun. This is a full hip hop and Kid Capri, who just gets on stage and just rocks it like nobody else. One man show. It was fun. Today has been a very hip hoppy day.
Yes. Honestly, for me, this has been a really exciting day because this is my first time going to the amphitheater in Coney Island, and then to be able to celebrate with the original legendary hip hop artists because I've been raised on that.
Okay.
My parents are staunch hip hop lovers, so to be able to hear some of them come out today has been amazing for me.
Well, I think as a youngster, having more history in your chambers and understanding the past is going to make you that much more powerful as you move forward in music. It's like I couldn't get into jazz and say I don't care about Miles Davis. That's sacrilegious. So to listen to what your parents grew up on, just absorb it. Once you got it, you don't have to necessarily love it or like it, but at least you know what it is.
Yes.
And then you can move forward and with your music because hip hop is meant to evolve. So you're going to have one up on the other youngsters that have no idea what's going on. How did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot. Honestly, to see Brand Nubian perform one of my favorite songs, Don't Let It Go to Your Head.
Right.
I love that song. Like, I remember when it was first played for me, I was on the computer, went to go search for it, played it over and over again. I heard MC Lyte perform. Like,
MC Lyte's
honestly.
my favorite female rapper. She's my favorite female rapper. She's got the most stage, the most powerful voice. I got a story about MC Lyte. When early in our career, me and her were standing backstage at the Latin Quarter, scared to death. First time I was going to perform West Coast Latin Quarter. Latin Quarter was a very aggressive, we'll say, hip hop venue where anything could happen in there. And MC Lyte was backstage with me, and she had never performed there. And she was like, "You going on first?" I'm like, "No, you go on first." And we both we made it out of the Latin Quarter that night without getting booed, but she's just like my sister. I love her to death. So that's why I showed up and came with Tretch, like I said.
Yes. And Mr. Tretch is really cool. So shout out to him, honestly. He's really cool.
Yeah, well, Tretch is one of the key members of Naughty by Nature. And now he's out doing his own solo thing. But he happens to be a neighbor of mine. We live in close proximity. So his wife and my wife are close friends. So, we actually have been doing music together. So, I mean, really, hip hop is really a brotherhood. It's not as competitive as people like to make it seem. Most of us all get along, especially from my era. All of us, we mostly we don't have like beef inside of hip hop.
Now, for you, what is one of your favorite things about this tonight, about seeing everyone come out to celebrate the original legendary hip hop heads? And how did you feel?
I just think it's good to see what I'll say call an adult or adult hip hop show. Because hip hop music is the fountain of youth. You're young, but when I go on the stage and I sing Colors, I'm the age I was when I made that record. I have to go back there to perform it. So. And the audience members, people like your parents, when they hear a hip hop song, it takes them back to when they first heard it and they feel that age again. So music is really the fountain of youth. It puts you back into that place. And it's a great thing, and people love to connect anything negative to this. If somebody gets in a fight out in the parking lot, they'll say it was a fight at the concert. You know, they waiting on something, but to see everybody here and you see it's positive, the energy is good, you know, but they like to paint us bad for some reason. They've always given us a bad look.
We really need to prevent that. And we really need to show the better side of it with the positive and everything, because tonight was awesome.
The only way you're going to do that is with you young journalists telling the true story. As long as someone else always writes the narrative, it's never going to be true because they have an agenda. So if you have, you know, the right people making, you know, the stories and telling the stories and showing the stories, then we'll have our say. But you got to remember, when we came out, there were no young people that even wanted to be journalists. So everything. And now with social media, they much rather say something negative than something positive. I know you've witnessed that at your young age. So, you know, we're trying to just, I know how positive. Look, there she go. Oh, I was front row, baby. My girl right there. What's up? I need to hear that new album. Stop playing. I'm doing an interview with her.
Yes, y'all finished.
That's what's up. Love you, like. Okay, that's what's up. I need it.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you know, that's what hip hop really is about, you know. And like even back in the days when we would battle, it wasn't like we wanted to fight. It was just rapping. You know, I could rap better than you. Pretty much that's it.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now, what is the secret to your longevity?
What's the secret to my longevity? I think it's just being humble and also just knowing how easily something could fail. So I'm somebody that just, you know, I don't count. Like they say, I don't rest on my laurels. So if I got something good going, I'm trying to do something else while I'm hot. And as acting came in, when I got a chance to be in New Jack City, I just did my best, and that led to television. And I'm just, you know, my motto is you don't guide life, you ride life. And also just being good to people, like letting people know, because if you're good, people want to see you win. If you're an asshole, they cannot wait to see you fail. And that energy will affect you. So I don't know. I just think I've never been that confident in anything I've done. So I've always looked to make sure I leverage the next play. You know, I didn't say, oh, well, I'm a big rapper and that's all I need to do. I'm like, well, I'm a rapper. What else can I do? You know, what else can they allow me to do? And you should do that, too. Don't just sit on, once you get one win, use that win to propel you to the next win.
That's a very smart way to keep yourself thriving and, let's say, in people's minds. Now, in speaking of television, I watch you on Law and Order Special Victims Unit, honestly. I love that show. And to see you on there, it's actually really fun. What was that like for you?
Longer than you've been alive,
Yes.
you know? That's crazy. And how old are you?
I'm 12.
Okay, a 12-year-old. My daughter's 8. So for a 12-year-old, their only reference point to me is actually being on television as the police. So you wouldn't even know I was a musician if it wasn't for your family saying, oh, wait a minute, he's a rapper. Let me give you some YouTubes, let you learn about these types of, you know, where these cats come from. But that's just the evolution of hip hop. That's like once you get through the door, we could do anything, because at the end of the day, you're basically talented. Mm-hmm. That's it. You're talented. And if you're talented enough to make a record, you're probably talented enough to make a movie. You probably talented enough to write a book or a film, a screenplay. So some people have talent and they should take advantage of it, you know?
That's very true. Now, I've also seen you on some commercials. So to see that you're able to go and diversify from being a rapper to being a person on TV, that's really fire. I love it.
Commercials are more complicated to do than acting, because when you do a commercial, you're speaking for a corporation, and they're very cautious of who they allow to promote their stuff. They do research, and, you know, and who would have ever thought, you know, I made a song called Cop Killer, and then they let me be on a Cheerios box. So I think over time, even us gangster rappers, people that's like have decided that we're okay. You know, look at Snoop. He's at the Olympics. I mean, Snoop done every gangster record you can make up, but I think the new people that are in charge, the guards have changed, so to speak. The people that used to be scared of us, they're gone. And now the new people, the CEOs, they're like 48 years old. They're young. And they're like, I ain't afraid of Ice-T. Let's go. Let's go get some money. Let's do something fly. So I started doing commercials, and, you know, it's harder to do commercials than it is to do movies and television, because like I say, the people that are asking you to do commercial are very concerned with how this is going to play out. Will it hurt their product?
All right. I live in Ghana, West Africa, and I'd like to teach you 3 words.
Okay, teach me something.
Aquaba, which means welcome.
Aquava.
Aquaba.
Okay, aquava.
Etise, which means how are you?
Etise, how are you?
Medasi, which means thank you.
Medasi.
Yes.
Aquaba. Adasi. Medasi. And what?
Etise.
Etise. I have to practice.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to see you in Ghana sometime. That would be lovely.
Oh, so you're not from New York?
I'm originally from the Bronx, but I relocated to Ghana when I was 8, and since then I've been going back and forth.
That's a long trip, right?
It's about an 11-hour trip if you go straight.
I've never been to Ghana. I've been to South Africa, but I haven't been to Ghana. But I would love to come.
All right. Hopefully I'll be able to see you there.
Okay.
And until next time on Summertime.
Until next time. Peace, Africa.